Hello, Aries. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, my fire family. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. Aries, this week we've got a short stack of oracles that we're going to get through here to give us some information and energy for the overall read, which we will do in tarot, which is a 9-card read. Thanks so much for clicking here, Aries. I appreciate you. If you are the ride or die and you're here all the time, I am so grateful for you the most. If you are brand new and you're just arriving on all these shenanigans here, welcome, welcome. And there is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner if you do decide to stay. I hope you will. Let's find out what's going on in the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for Aries, please. Ooh, prosperity begins, Aries. I've got trapped in fear. We'll take a look at that in just a moment here. Tell me more about Aries, please. Tell me more about Aries. What's coming up here? Aries, in just about 5 days, things are going to change a little bit for you, right? Pluto is leaving Capricorn, and that's going to sort of take some of the pressure off. You've been through a bit of a hard time over the last long while, and things are about to get a tiny bit easier, clearer possibly. We can see that with prosperity begins. We do have embrace the in-between. So right now, you, my friend, are in the in-between. We got the flamingo spirit here. And so we've got card number 26, which is an 8. I feel like I'm speaking to somebody here who has been working on themselves tirelessly. I feel like if you're trapped in fear or trapped in the mind, I would say that is about to dissipate. We do have 26, which is an 8, and we do have an 8 trapped in fear. We have, 8s are the energy of working really hard. It's about the self. It's about working really hard. I feel like somebody's been working really hard to bring harmony into their life where maybe there has been I feel like this 8 of Swords energy is like you've been trapped in the mind, overthinking, thinking about things too much, I feel. And things I feel are about to change because you've had new growth here. And we've got 5s to prove it, right? Time to heal. I feel like that's what you've been doing is you've been in this place where you've been healing, which maybe has taken you out of the game for a little bit, but I feel like you're going to be back in the game soon. So 5-5, right? When I see more than 1-5 as a reader, it tells me that something is about to change quickly. 1-5 is lack, but 2 5s, more than 1-5 for me, is something that's about to change quickly. We've got the koi fish spirit. It says there is always enough. I feel like there's a change of mind coming. We've got 3s now here. Freedom is yours. You have been trapped in a 15-year cycle here that I feel is about to get a little easier. Things are about to get a bit easier for you, Aries. Help is on the way, and I think it's coming in the form of the universe. All right. Tell me more about Aries. Tell me more about Aries. We've got milk and honey. Look, everything is pointing in the right direction. We've got card number 51, which is a 6, my friend. You're over the hump, right? The 5s are a place where there's a lot of lack, a lot of negativity going on, things feeling in scarcity, that kind of energy. But once we hit the 6s, we're good to go. We've now made it over the hump, right? We've now made it over the hill, the place where we were stuck or it was a really arduous climb. So it does feel like, yeah, we got our third 5 here, right, in 51. So we've got 5-5, and then we have another 5. I like it. We've got imagine. Anything you could imagine. It's your decision. It feels like with card number 20 here, that whatever you've been imagining is about to show up. Prosperity begins. I kind of love that for you. Let's take a look here. Last deck, and then we'll get some tarot on the table. Tell me about Aries, please. For the week ahead, tell me about Aries. Stress. Okay, something flip here. It sure did. Apology. And we've got divine timing. All right, bottom of the deck, there is deception. So stress came out first. We've got stress with prosperity begins. This is like a night to day changeover. It feels like whatever you have been stressing out about, whatever's been bothering you, whatever's been hard, it feels like this is a time that you are in between energies. You haven't quite left the old vibration and you're not quite entered the new vibration. It feels like somebody here is going from stress to prosperity beginning. We're leaving the stress zone. It says here, clean or cleanse, detoxify from unnecessary commitments. So if you've been giving away too much of yourself, Aries, if you've been running to the rescue of everybody, it's time for you to detoxify and get out of this energy of overcommitting yourself. It's time for prosperity to begin. It's time for you to focus on your pentacle world, your money, your home, your house, yourself. We've got the flamingo spirit. It says, embrace the in-between, which is where I think that you are right now. And we've got an apology, forgiveness through mutual understandings. For some of you and not all of you, there might be a situation where either you feel like you should apologize for. I say that in jest. But it could be somebody you feel needs to apologize to you. And I feel like you're in this in-between phase. You know, there's the stuff back here and the stuff up here, and then we have the gray area. I feel like you're in the gray area right now before everything turns into Technicolor. We do have divine timing for your milk and honey, my friend. That things are about to go good. You're going to see what's at the end of the rainbow. You're finally over. You're in the sixes now. The fives are done. You are out of this lack energy. And I feel like things are going to start to feel much easier for you after the 19th of November. We have divine timing. Everything has a higher purpose. So it feels like, I'm not saying you deserved anything that was back there, but I'm saying it was all for your learning. It feels like there were some things that you needed to learn and could only come to you in that particular way, in whatever way you learned the hardest lessons that you learned. All right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's find out what's going on with the tarot for Aries. Aries, if you're interested in a private read, you can get that reading back in less than 10 days. Right now, there's a bit of a lull, but it does get busy in December, and it books up super quick. So if you're interested in a private read, you might want to get that on the table by the end of the month because December is already booking. All right, here we go. Tell me about Aries. We have the Nine of Pentacles. There we go. You're stepping right into your prosperity, my friend. 9 pentacles and 1 is 10. Something you've been waiting on, right? We've been saying here, something you've been waiting on, and you've been in the in-between phase here right now. It feels like you know that something is about to arrive. I feel like you're coming out of this hard cycle faster, bigger, better, stronger. So you've probably looked better on the outside. You're feeling better mentally on the inside. You've really cleaned yourself up. You've cleaned up life. You're building a business, something you've built from the ground up by yourself. Whether it's a business or you or your confidence, whatever it is, it feels like you're feeling pretty confident about whatever is about to show up here. This is the near past energy here. Yeah, that's when you were in lack here. When is it going to change? When is it going to change? And I feel like I'm giving you the answer today, that it's going to change very soon, within about 5 days. Yeah, it feels like you're going to be feeling out of this lack of energy. The stress will dissipate. For some of you, it won't go away. You'll probably still have a little bit of problem with things hanging around for a little bit, but I feel like it's all moving in the right direction. You might be in this energy of, no, it's not. What are you talking about? Things are terrible, horrible, and awful. And I'm sorry if that's you, but you might be trapped in the mind. You might have placed yourself in a situation where all you can do is obsessively think over the one thing that didn't work, instead of looking at all the things that are to come that will work for you. It is a time to heal, and I feel you'll heal that too, but it's your decision, right? Card number 20. It's like you need to imagine what it's going to feel like when things are cleaned up, right? When things do clean themselves up, when you move out of this lack and into this prosperity here. You need to look ahead, look forward. And I think you are. I think you're looking for, whatever is coming next. But I feel like if you're still sort of in a negative mindset, that's going to change soon, friend. You do have a full moon coming up on Saturday. And then a few days later, we have Pluto leaving Capricorn, moving into Aquarius. All right. We have the star energy. Healing is here, friend. I feel like there is something here that's going on. You've been embracing the in-between stage, and I feel like it's almost like the universe is trying to get you, Aries, to get you to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, to not know the ending. Because Aries, sometimes you can control the outcome or try to control the outcome. And I feel like you're in this place of the gray zone or the gray area before you emerge out into, out of the in-between into the technicolor. It feels like you're in this in-between energy because that's the place where you're healing. I feel like you're getting your balance, you're healing. It's like the momentum is building. That's what it feels like. Now that you've gotten over the hump, now that you've gotten over the 5s and you're into the 6s, I feel like it's the momentum that's building. I feel like this healing, you're going to really see this star energy. You're going to start feeling more hopeful, feeling more balanced, feeling more like you're in charge of your emotions. The 5 of Wands is at the center of things here, at the heart of the matter. And we've got the 10 of Wands. I like that energy. We go from arguments, fights, competition, beating myself up, a little bit of, it feels like there's arguments and fights here, maybe competition or maybe indecision about what to do, where to go. It feels like some sort of apology is coming here. If there's been arguments and fights, something is about to heal itself, and you're going to be able to drop one of the biggest burdens that you've been carrying for a really long time. For some of you, 5 or 9 years, right? This has been a 15-year cycle for you, Aries. We do have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Swords. And we have the 9 of Wands. So we are at the ends of things. Look at that. So if you are the person who has been feeling like you are the wounded warrior, that you just keep catching all of these wands that keep flying at you here, it feels like you are going to get some relief. You're going to be able to put some of those wands down. Bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Swords. Look at that. Trapped in thought. That's the 8 of Swords. So it does feel like somebody here who is feeling like they can't get away from overthinking. It's obsessively overthinking something. I feel like you're obsessively overthinking something because you're trying not to get your feelings hurt, or there's something going on, Aries, where you feel that you require an apology in order to drop some burdens. It feels like you've been standing here in your emotions, not feeling like your hands are tied. It's like, well, I'm not the one who broke it. I'm not the one that should fix it. That's what it feels like here. All right. It might be that you need the apology because of some sort of deception. It says false illusions, scarcity mentality, and falling into bad habits. Somebody might be making a confession. It could be you or it could be them. Take it as it resonates for you, that there has been some sort of deception going on, and you might be feeling that, right? You already might be feeling that, might know that. All right, let's find out. Let's clarify just a little bit here. So in the past energy, I feel like this is all in the past here. It's telling me that feeling like you're on the outside looking in, feeling in lack, feeling like you're on your own and you can't keep up. It feels like you've been waiting for this to be over, and I feel like the 9 and the 1 pentacle here tells me that's about to happen. You're about to get great fortune here. 10 of Pentacles doesn't always mean money. Look, pentacles are energy. They are not money, but they'll be paid. You know, when you're paid out by the universe, it can show up as money or good health or friendships or a healthy home or a new place to live. You know, it can show up as money, but it's not always money. Tell me about the star. Tell me about this hopeful energy for healing here. I think you're not only healing what's external to you, but I think you're healing what's internal to you as well. Tell me about the star. We've got the 2 of Wands. So you're on the verge here. So this is the current moment, and the current moment is next week, right? Because I'm always reading for the week ahead, whether you get this today, tomorrow, or next year. So I feel like the star is telling me that you are about to get some balance and heal something. You're preparing to drop some burdens about something here. We've got the Two of Pentacles. Everything's coming into balance. I feel like even though, the thing is like, it's not because things were busy in your life and, you might even be someone with 2 jobs. I feel like it's not that's getting any easier. It's that you're going to keep it in balance. You're juggling a lot of things, but you're doing it really well. And it feels like you are preparing to let something go here, that you might be letting maybe the second job go. It feels like you are juggling people, juggling jobs. Everything in the 3D, I feel like, is coming at you pretty quickly here. Got the Queen of Cups, though, that shows up to heal everything, right? The Queen of Cups is the shaman, is the healer, is the compassionate, loving, kind person who is always kind, right? Yeah, she's got a lobster in her hands and she's about ready to put it back in the ocean. And so, whenever she sees that somebody's in peril, she comes to help. And so I feel like it's like an angel or somebody. It could be a person that that is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, but it feels like compassion is what is arriving. The Star is here. I feel like you're allowing healing to happen, or you're now looking at things from a different direction, a different perspective. You're looking at now in a calmer sort of, I can take care of that. I know I still have a lot going on, but I feel like this energy here is like softening everything, allowing you to go with the flow just a little bit. Tell me why the 5 of Wands is at the heart of the matter here. I feel like this is something that you're dropping, this 5 of Wands. I think you've been beating yourself up about something. It could be about this situation with the apology. It feels like you have been feeling like everybody's getting what they want and you're not getting what you want, but I think things are about to pick up here for you. Things are about to move quicker. You're about to get some movement where I feel like you were sort of in stagnant energy, in this stressful energy where you were in the 8 of Swords. Tell me about the 5 of Wands. We have the Page of Swords. We have the 6 of Swords and the 5 of Wands again. The universe says, I said what I said. So I feel like the 5 of Wands is telling me that it's not only you that's sort of beating yourself up from the inside, but I feel like there's people who I feel have been maybe engaging in gossip and talking about you. It feels like there is, with the 5 of Wands here and the 6 of Swords, it tells me that you're moving away from a very chaotic mindset. It feels like you have finally decided to take with you from the lessons that you learned, what you needed to learn. And the Page of Swords here it's like an aha moment. You've come to a place of this childlike curiosity, wondering what else is out there. It feels like you've learned something. When the Page is here, the Page of Swords is not only a message or a messenger, but it's also somebody who's at the learning stages, right? Somebody who is a student, and I feel like you've passed the test. I want to say, I feel like there are people here that you don't trust. The 5 of Wands is here. People I feel that have been talking behind your back that you probably feel that you already know about it with the Queen of Cups here. That's intuitive, empathic energy, and it feels like with the 6 and the 1 sword here with the Page, it feels like you're going to learn that other people have been kind of smack talking you behind your back. It feels like you want an apology before you drop this. But it feels like you are going to, when we finally get out of our own head, right, the 8 of Swords, and we realize that this is really just burdening us. It's not burdening them. They're not thinking about the burden that we're carrying. And so I feel like you need to drop the burden, which means you need to stop holding grudges. You need to forgive yourself for holding that grudge, because it's you that's hanging on to it and it's heavy for you. It's time for you to let it go. Aries, tell me about the 10 of Wands. What is it that you're leaving behind here? Got the 6 of Cups, Strength card, and the Page of Wands. I feel like it is friendships. It feels like it could be members of the family. It could be friendships. It's people that you probably have some nostalgia with. Maybe people you've worked with who you thought were your friends. We do have the Strength card here. It makes me feel like you're actually in this energy, in the energy in the week ahead here. It feels like in the current moment that you are actually holding back from these people currently. You're trying to drop burdens, trying not to weigh yourself down. The Page of Wands is here, so it tells me that you will get onto a new path. It's a protected path, and I feel like you're being led by kindness. But there is an exciting new path that's about to open for you here. You know what? It does feel like with the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords present that somebody could be having issues with their family or children. It feels like you finally are standing up for yourself here and finding the courage to say, I'm putting down these burdens. I don't want to do this with you anymore. It could be that somebody lied to you. We do have deception here, and it feels like you require an apology before you're going to be able to communicate with them again. But the Six of Cups can be children. It can be friendships. It can be someone in your family. Take it as it resonates for you. So divine timing is here, and I feel like after you drop these burdens, divine timing shows up and says, that was the lesson. The student is here. The student has learned the lesson. It feels like you've been working really hard on trying not to worry, not to feel like the wounded warrior, not to feel like people have used you up and bruised you, right? It does feel like you've been sort of stuck in this. We go from the 8 to the 9 of Swords. So we go from the 8 where you're no longer stuck in this place, but it's worrying you still. It feels like what you don't want to do is like you're scared of the last sword, because the last sword means I've got to let it go completely. And I feel like somebody doesn't want to let it go. You want to put it down, but you don't want to let it go. So I feel like letting it go is what you really need to do. This is the future energy, which means this is not the week ahead. This is the week after that. Tell me about the 8 of Pentacles. We've got the 9 of Pentacles, we've got the 4 of Pentacles, and we got the 8 of Swords again. So we have this 8 of Pentacles. I feel like you're minding your own business. You're in your own lane. It feels like you're working hard. You could be somebody who's maybe at school. We do have the student here. When the 8 of Pentacles shows up, this particular depiction shows me that somebody's working really hard on something. So you could have, maybe you're taking an online course, or you are taking an upgrade course from what you're doing right now, Aries. Maybe you're just trying to become the subject matter expert on something. You want to be the best of the best. So we have the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like there's a graduation here from the 8 to the 9. I feel like whatever you're working on is going to pay off financially for you. And if it's not a financial payoff, it's paying off in you feeling more settled, you feeling more confident. I have enough. It's like you're no longer living in this scarcity energy of the 5 of Pentacles. We do have the 4 of Pentacles, and I'm just going to keep to myself and not tell anybody anything. It feels like somebody here is shut off, shut down. I'm not gonna broadcast what I'm doing right now. It feels like you've become comfortable with just people not noticing you, staying in your lane, and you continue to thrive, you continue to move forward, and I don't feel like you're out there broadcasting it or telling anybody. We've got the 8 of Swords here, and I feel like there is a problem here with the 8 and the 9 of Swords. I feel like somebody here has an issue with overthinking things, and I feel like it's time for you to let that stuff go, because that will make you sick. That will make your body ill. It will make you sick when you lower your vibration like that. Tell me about the 9 of Swords, please. We've got the 2 of Cups, we've got the Ace of Cups, and we have the 7 of Cups. So I feel what the worry is now, it's about love relationships. I feel like there's somebody here with the 2 of Cups and the 9 of Swords that is worried about a relationship that they're in, possibly a love relationship. We do have the Ace of Cups, somebody who's possibly thinking, maybe we should renew our vows. Maybe I need to open up another door of love. I need to exchange cups again. It feels like somebody here is on the verge of maybe walking away from a situation, a relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a job. Take it as it resonates for you. But the 2 of Cups and the 9 of Swords is clearly worry about a relationship. And so whether this is romantic or platonic love, take it as it resonates for you. But the Ace of Cups is here next to the 7. So it feels like somebody is in this place of, I'm feeling confused. I need to make a decision. 8 Cups is disconnecting, walking away. Do I go on this new path of love? Do I renew my vows, or do I just call it quits? It feels like somebody here is in the 9 of Wands energy, and that is not next week, but it's the week after that. Tell me about what the 9 of Wands is about here. We've got the Lovers, we've got the Queen of Swords, and we've got the Star energy. It feels like someone feels that their only opportunity to heal the 9 of Wands is by liberating themselves, by speaking up, standing up, and being really honest and truthful. Now, the Queen of Swords is never aggressive, but she is quite assertive, and she will invite you in, but she does have boundaries. And so whether you're a feminine or a masculine, I feel like with this Lovers card here, that the talk is about to happen. You're about to have a conversation with somebody who's maybe an Aquarius, a Libra, a Gemini, possibly. This person, I feel, is somebody that it's like you've given them chance after chance after chance, and this might be part of the divine timing. I'm just saying, the milk and honey is here, but the way we get to it sometimes isn't the way we think it's going to happen. So I feel like the star is like you're hopeful that after we have this conversation, it's going to bring us closer together, right? We've got two people who are holding hands here. It's going to bring our love closer together. It's going to bring us closer together. But I feel like what you're doing with this Queen of Swords energy is you're wielding the sword. It feels like it's time for you to say something. You need to liberate yourself from the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands. You're at the end of the cycle. We know that. Why? Because you're in the in-between right now, and the 19th of November is showing up, and after that, things are about to be different. A new cycle, a new chapter, a new life, right? You're stepping out of some sort of long pattern of hardship. So I feel like somebody here is about to make a decision about a relationship, whether it's a friendship, a loveship, romantic or platonic. You are about to make a really big decision that's going to change everything. You might think that somebody's lying to you. We do have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Judgment card. Do we try again? It feels like you're in a relationship already. You could be in a relationship with the Queen of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or maybe this is you, feminine or masculine. Take it as it resonates. It feels like you're going to be given a second chance at something, and I feel like you should take that second chance. And I don't know what that chance is. Maybe it's about reciprocal energy, or maybe giving your energy to someone who you feel needs it. But the Five of Cups is showing up here. I feel like you'll be sorry if you don't. I feel like there's something that needs to be resolved here, and it feels like for some of you, it's within a relationship. It's like, should we carry on from here? Should we renew our vows? Should we renew this relationship, or are we done? It feels like you are about to make some sort of a decision. The universe is giving you a second chance to do something. Either renew the vows for some of you, for others of you, you're leaving, and you're heading out on a different path that's totally going to change your life. All right. I'll stop talking and get out of here for now. Aries, thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.